Alright guys, what is up? This is your girl, Bofino1, bringing you another YouTube video. So today's question is from Levy20. His question is, what do I not like about video games? And yeah, I had to think about this one. This was really hard. This is one of those things where it's like I had to really think about it, like, what are things that I don't really care for, don't like about video games, because I basically don't buy games that I don't like or don't think are going to be fun. So I would have to say the first thing that I don't like about video games is games that are too short that cost $60. And I know some of you have been in the situation where you get a game that you think is going to be really good. You think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be the bomb.com, worth your $60, and you get it, and the gameplay length of it is maybe 6 hours. Like, for instance, like Tomb Raiders. No shade to Tomb Raiders. I like that series. I like it very much. But the games are like usually only 6 hours, maybe 12 if you do side things, or maybe I think they may have like an online if you play online, but most of them gameplay, the story is really short, and then once you beat the story, there's nothing else to the game. That's a big thing that I hate about games, is games that don't have online. And I know, and I get it, some games, they're not supposed to have online. It's just supposed to be you playing the story, and that's it. But see, me, I like to get the full $60 worth, and to me, if I'm only playing a game that only has 6 hours worth of story mode and I'm paying $60 for that, to me, that is a waste of money. That is a waste of $60. I might as well just wait for the price to drop or buy it used from GameStop and play it for a month straight and then return to them and get my money back. Yeah, I said it. Yep. Go to GameStop. That's the thing. And that's how GameStop ends up getting screwed over. That's off topic. But yeah, that's what I would do. Something that I don't really care about is about video games, or don't really like about video games, is games that have a lot of DLCs. I mean, you buy the game that's like $60 or $40, whatever, full price, and then you're constantly having to keep buying more and more DLCs, more new content. Like, for instance, DC Universe. That's a perfect example. Or Destiny. Games that you buy the game, there's a platform, so there's a story mode, like a small story mode. You beat it, and that's it. But in order to keep progressing onto the game, to keep getting, more characters, new items, to play more episodes, whatever it is, to keep progressing in the game, you have to be able to buy the DLCs. And for those who don't know what DLCs are, it's basically an expansion, or in DC Universe, it's like an episode, another episode from like the DC comic books, that allow you to keep playing and progressing in the game, to get better armor, to play at higher tiers, to get marks of victory, all that, etc., etc., etc. So to be able to continue playing, and I guess you could say keep up with everyone else, you have to be able to purchase these DLCs. And I hate that about video games, is that a lot of these companies, they want you to buy these new the next thing, the next DLC, to keep going, and it makes people like me, who maybe I don't have $40-$60 every single month to keep buying more DLCs. And so it's what people call microtransactions, basically those type of games that are microtransactions. You buy the game and you get a part of the game, and then you have to spend more money to get the other part of the game that was originally the whole game, but they're charging you for parts of the game, basically. And I despise those type of games, because if you're going to charge someone $60 for a brand new game, give them the full game. I mean, it already sucks anyway that most of these games are not even really worth $60, and then you're going to chop the game up into little pieces. So I pay $60 for not even a full made game, and then I pay another $20 for another fourth of the game, and another $20 for another fourth of the game. So and that's kind of like the way that things are going right now, is microtransactions. You're constantly spending more and more money to play one game. And then the speed of some of these games, I mean, they come out with, like, friends like DC Universe, they come out with these DLCs in 2 seconds. I mean, you get the DLC. Let's say, for instance, it's March 6th, whatever. It's out now, right? It's out now. So you get it. And let's say next week or 2 weeks from now, they're already coming out with another DLC. And so you're sitting like, first off, okay, how do I have $20 to keep spending every single week? Second of all, how am I supposed to keep up with, the new games, the new the new part of each DLC. How am I supposed to be able to keep up with that? That's almost impossible to keep up with. And they keep releasing more and more content, and people are not able to keep up, and that's frustrating. And then eventually you get so far behind that everybody else, who I guess you say the people that don't have a life, that just play the game nonstop, they don't want to play with you because you're looked at as a noob. You're looked at as a person that's so far behind that nobody wants to go back to try to.
Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody for my own. I'm so lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely.
Up to keep you going. And that's like kind of like the gaming community now in a nutshell, to be honest, is they're making these games so fast that people, you have to literally sit on your butt all day to actually remotely even have time to play these games. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating, it's annoying, it's a little bit of everything. Yeah, I mean that's basically it, in terms of what I really sat down and thought about making this video, things that I really dislike about video games. And that, like I said, a lot of it has to do with money. A lot of these companies, they're so greedy for money. They want you to spend all of this money to buy their games and then microtransaction. And it just takes away the fun to know that every month or every so many weeks I have to keep coming out of my pocket to pay more and more money. Like for instance, let's say I may be saving up for another game or a new game, and I have to keep buying more and more stuff for this one game. Now, yeah, it'll keep me coming back to this game, but it makes my funds for other games smaller, so that I can't really go anywhere else. And that's why you have people on Twitch that play one game all the time, all day, every day, because they have to try to stay in with the crowd, with the popular crowd, whatever you want to call it, of the DLC. So it allows them to not really be able to branch out and play other games or even remotely buy other games, because you're constantly having to keep spending money on this game, and you feel like, okay, well, if I'm spending all this money on this one game, I'm going to stay with this game. I'm not going to go out and buy another game, that are both going to require me to spend countless amount of money and countless amount of hours. So they stick with one game, or they end up just dropping the game as a whole. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's kind of my things that I don't really like about video games. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, as well as don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Bofina1, that's BOFINA1, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bofina1, as well as on Facebook, same name, Bofina1. And yeah, don't forget to down below in the comment section what you think of this video. What are some of the things you dislike about video games? And also, if you have any ideas for, upcoming videos that you would like to hear me talk about, my opinions on things. Yeah, guys, hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will smell you guys later. Peace.